I hope I don't hide myself. But that's a all the way to the end of the show, and then you finally go to flip, man. The microphone was sitting on my face. Well, thank you so much, and welcome to another installment of Unfiltered with Oscar Msomi. It is episode 16 today, and of course, as per usual, we have a guest. Today we do have a beautiful guest. He's an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a born hustler. That's exactly what he's been for all his life, and has actually been an advocate for that, even advising other people to be a part of that, because he's all about getting that paper.
Yes, sir.
And we do appreciate the fact that he's here with us today. I'm talking about none other than Mr Xulu. His other name, of course, his real name that is supposed to be Cebolenkosi Xulu. Yes. And he's going to be our guest for today. How are you doing, sir?
I am well, so how are you?
No, I'm good, man. I'm excellent. Thank you so much for honoring us, eh?
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you so much, man. Now, bro, listen,
Yes.
Cebolenkosi, unfiltered. I'm just going to do a little bit of a rundown for you.
Mm-hmm.
I created the platform so that we can have our people come through and tell their story. And it's very good that you can have your normal mainstream radio stations and anything else that is out there, which is media form, which allows people to showcase their stuff and what their story is. But it's not a lot of people that can get to those to those platforms. It's very hard because they usually make sure that they cater for either you're a celebrity or a person who's got 20,000 likes on social media. And it's not a lot of us. It's not a lot of us who have that, you know. And we don't actually need it sometimes, although it's a good thing. But what's really important is that everyone has a story, and there has to be a platform that a person can put their story out there, so that the rest of the world can appreciate who they are, right?
Yeah,
that's 100%, why
100%.
Of course, King, and that's exactly why we have you today, right? So, in your own words,
yes.
Other than the fact that you're a philanthropist, a father of 2 beautiful kids,
yes,
your beautiful boy and your beautiful girl.
100%.
I tried my research.
I
tried my best, man. And you also have a animated group, which is a part of your baby as well.
Yes.
I'm not going to go any further. I want you to tell me in your own words, who is Cebolenkosi?
Well, Cebolenkosi Arnold is Xulu.
Yeah.
Is just a guy trying to make it.
Yeah.
I'm 33 years old,
mm-hmm.
and I've literally been in this entrepreneurship world for, I'd say, over half my life.
Yeah.
Because from the age of 15 years old,
mm-hmm.
I've had this passion and drive,
man,
to have my own things.
Yeah.
I was never a born employee.
Yeah.
I've been employed,
of course,
but it never worked out for me. You know.
We all start there, right?
100%. We all do.
Exactly.
We all do. I mean, we have to lay some sort of groundwork into how, as a person, what goes on in the world, what works for you.
Of course, and the fact that you have to find yourself, because sometimes it's normal for us to follow the norm. I'll go to school. After school, I'll go to college. After college, I'll find myself in an employment. But it's not for all of us.
It's not for all of us.
Exactly.
It's not for all of us. Not saying that everybody must be an entrepreneur.
Of course.
But it's entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
Exactly.
Employment is not for everybody.
Yeah, so you got to find ground.
Yeah.
See what works for you.
Exactly.
So in your journey, where have you started out? I know for a fact that you must have gone through, like you did mention, because you did corporate. I want us to go back to where you grew up, to which school you went to, so that people know your story. And then we get to a point where you actually did that corporate, and then you got fed up of it, and you were like, and you decided that I'm gonna jump out of it. But before you even got there, who is Cebolenkosi in the sense of who are you? Right?
Most people don't know that.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that.
But I know exactly. That must have given you that niche of wanting to be, being a go-getter.
Yeah, no, 100%. Look, well, kapipi. Most people bathi mokhulele kapipi to exactly.
I saw that dog. You take it up now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not knowing what say. Look, guys, mokhulele elokishini. The first thing you want to do is get out of Ilogish.
Of course.
Tinage, we were driven out.
Yeah.
When I say driven out, my father was killed.
No, man.
Yeah, man. My father was killed when I was 7 years old.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we actually had to leave the house when he was killed. Maybe like a few weeks later, we left the house without even selling the house.
Because you were being targeted in a way.
Yes.
I'm so sorry to hear that, bro.
No, it's. I mean, look, it was a long time ago.
Of course.
There's still those issues, things still not resolved.
Still,
because we only just sold the house 2
bro.
years ago.
So I'm assuming that by the time that he passed and you guys had to run away and leave everything, that house was obviously under his name still. But
Correct.
obviously there must have been other people who vacated the house or actually moved into the house.
Moved into the house afterwards.
And they were not paying any rent, obviously.
No.
Bro! So how did you fix that? How did you end up claiming it back and making sure that it comes back to you?
I had to grow up. I had to grow up. So when I was of age, I can say that.
Yeah.
I basically had to take over the reins,
Man.
and yeah, everything was sorted out eventually, but after a very long time.
Must have been hard, eh?
Yeah, I mean, look, everything is hard. You just have to grow through it.
Of course.
Literally grow through it, you know.
How was Umlazi though for you?
For me,
Being in Dojo, put it like on as he looks as a guy.
For me, Umlazi always treated me well, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
I can still go to Umlazi Manje and feel very comfortable.
Of course.
Any part of Umlazi, not just Kapipi.
My
Like,
man.
I can go from V all the way to U, all the way to Z.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Umlazi.
Yeah.
I've got friends there.
Yeah.
I chill there.
Yeah.
Well, so it is my location.
That's exactly where you go back where you want to be like, go chill with the manchita.
Go chill with the Manchita as a gas.
Hey, too. Right. So you'd flow through that. You coming from this area, Simlazi, it obviously chisels you to be a kind of a certain person, right?
Yes.
So you grew up, went to school.
I grew up. We left, right?
Right.
Then we came to a little place called Inagina, which is in Pinetown.
Yeah.
I grew up there basically from about 10 years old until now I'm 33.
Yeah.
I went to Emery Hill Primary, which is just a walking distance away.
Of course. From home now.
From home now.
Right.
From this new home.
Exactly.
I went there and then up until grade 7. From grade 7 I went to Kloof High School.
Yeah.
So Kloof High School was
now Kloof I want to come to that point. Now Kloof High School is a bit cheesy as well, right? Cut from the other schools that it was sort of competing with, because I know that when you talk about Kloof High School, you also have your Hillcrest falling in there as well. Yes. But of course, Kloof High School was a bit of a better level kind of a thing.
You can say it was a different level.
Yeah.
Kloof will fall under your cousin, your Hillcrest or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, I was not new to multiracial.
Oh, okay.
Because even when I was still MLAS, I was actually still going to a multiracial preschool.
So it was nothing new to you?
It was nothing new to me. It's just that from that period of Umlazi to Marion Hill, then there was no integration as such.
Okay.
So from Kloof High, it was an eye-opener for me. It was nice. But then what most people don't know, what most people now don't know, only my people from school will know, is that I had something called irrigates. My legs were bent. Okay. So I had to go through an operation. Man. My entire grade 11 was messed up.
You must have been in and out of hospital because of that.
I was in and out of hospital for like 6 months of grade 11. My grade 11 was in 2005. I'm
assuming that must have been painful, especially in that grade.
Brother.
What do they do when they do that?
They break my leg.
In order so that they can be a bit straighter?
To straighten it. So they literally...
So you sacrifice? Yes. For the bigger benefit?
For the bigger benefit.
You've always been hustling, but that's a hustle on its own.
Exactly. You know, I think why I fell in love with entrepreneurship is because there's been so many delays in my life. There's always been delays and delays and delays, and I'm thinking
to get to the next point. Something would just hinder you for whatever reason.
For whatever reason, you know. So I thought to myself, okay, everybody's saying after high school get a job. Okay. Before you get a job, you must study.
That's right.
Okay. But then that's gonna delay me in having money.
I want more.
I want money.
I want money.
I want money.
And that's exactly why we all work, because we need that paper.
Yes. I want to build an empire.
Man.
I want my name to be out there.
Man.
You mentioned that I'm the owner of a Dalmete group.
Exactly.
Dalmete, that name Dalmete is actually my ancestor's name.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. So you're resurrecting again.
I'm resurrecting it.
And King, let me tell you, every single time we align with our spirituality and everything that has to do with our ancestry, everything in our lives becomes aligned in a sense of success.
100%.
So you, by knocking on the door and saying, I'm not going to call it whatever company that comes up to your name, but Gizobega Emuva, so that I can pull from there, sankofa it to the forward.
Yes.
You stay winning, bro.
100%.
So that's Dalmete for you.
That is Dalmete for you.
Right.
So every company that I have falls under the Dalmete group.
Nice.
You Google Dalmete, you'll find Dalmete Forex Academy, you'll find Dalmete Group, you'll find Dalmete Auto.
Yeah.
I've got a few companies that I just registered today.
Yeah. Actually, get out of here, even today as we speak.
Yeah, I don't tell you.
Man, you don't stop hustling, do you?
No, I can't.
You know, I actually want to come to one of the companies that, because if I'm to go back to the time that I came to know of Arnold, I'll tell you a little bit of a story. There was kind of a street movement. I think this term street movement might be something that people are using loosely these days. Yeah. But to go back to the core of what street movement might have been, I'm just going to mention something that will resonate with a lot of people because they will understand if they know you, and I'm sure that they do. There was something happening like area, say Maran Hill, Mamtegazi, Mpola. There was this group of individuals, and you were part of that group. I'm talking about Sashi. I'm talking about Black Soul. Yeah. I'm talking about Bittersweet.
Yes.
That squad of people had their own thing going on. You guys had your own thing going on.
We had our own thing going on.
Bro, you had producers.
Yeah.
You had DJs.
Yeah.
Jocks. You had people who were putting together events, and that's you.
I was putting together.
And that is you.
Yes.
And while you're doing that, you're not just camouflaging it in any way. Yeah. You're already putting it out there that I am all about business. You created a brand.
Yeah.
My granny used to sell ice.
Yeah.
She'd take just ice cream that we'd usually have kismus or something like that. It would be emptied, washed, and stored away. And then she would, because that's no case, fortunately, she would have water in that bottle, and she'd, or at least in this container of ice cream, and she'd keep these in the fridge so that people who don't have fridges, our neighbors, if they need anything cold, they'd come and buy the ice.
Okay.
I was like, Gogo, I don't understand. It's water, you're selling water. It's just like, and people are buying it. And people were buying it.
Yeah.
You. And DT Ice is not long, it's a long time ago, but it's something new, because today if you think about wanting ice, you're probably going to end up going to a garage. Yeah. You said, screw that, I'm going to sell ice right here, right now, and I'm going to make a company around it.
Let me tell you more about
I want to know about DT Ice.
Let me tell you more about DT Ice.
Where did it start? How the hell did you start that?
DT Ice started, you might not believe me, but DT Ice started with 1,000 rand. I'm telling you.
That's the only money that you put in?
That's the only money that, my initial investment was 1,000
Your
rand.
capital?
My capital investment was 1,000 rand. Let me tell you about DT Ice.
Tell me.
It was actually a movement between myself and my cousin.
Yeah?
My cousin wanted to start a water company. Bottled water, still water.
That's madness, because water just became very relevant right now.
Right now.
You know, you guys are pushing
we were thinking about it back in 2011. 2010, 2011.
Bro!
So when he proposed the idea to me,
I
was like, okay, let's do our market research, you know? And then I was like, okay, the bottled water industry, it's heavy. We need to sell literally thousands and thousands of bottles just to make a profit, because the filtration process, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
So then we're like, what can we do now that will be profitable without us having to work?
Go the extra mile. Start making your profit.
Exactly. Yeah. Instantly. So we're like, okay, water, cold water, iced water. Let's sell ice.
Get out of here!
That's literally how the idea came up.
So
how I started the movement here with my 1,000 rand, I found out who was selling ice in this area. It was a white guy from Pinetown Ice.
Right.
I went up to him. I literally just went up to him. And I said, I need ice. And then he told me his price. I'm like, what do I need? Well, you need a freezer, duh.
It's obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I bought my first freezer for 600 rand.
Dude.
Second-hand freezer.
Started from the ground.
It was an awful freezer. It was painted red inside. It was fixed to
it had a couple of repairs in its history.
A couple?
It had
a lot of repairs. But
it did the job.
It did an amazing job.
Man.
I started selling ice.
Bro.
I started making profits, but I was only making 2 rand profits.
This is a company that is falling under the initial plan of selling water.
Yes.
You want something that will compensate for the fact that it's going to take long, so let's get a quick buck.
Let's get a quick buck. Exactly. By the way, you mentioned the name. The name was DT Ice.
That's right.
DT Ice stood for Dalmete Trading in Ice.
You're blowing my mind, bro. Don't wait a second. So this Dalmete thing is not something new.
No, it's not something new.
Like you said, it goes down to the upper.
Yes. So it was Dalmete Trading in Ice.
Man.
So that's why it's DT Ice.
All right. Love that.
So I started selling ice, and then I was like, okay, people are buying my ice. I'm delivering to your garages. I'm delivering to Ayadini. I'm delivering to Maxi.
Yeah.
I'm delivering. Mm-hmm. But then Msashi came up to me and he's like, I like your movements. Mm-hmm. Let's do something about this. I'm like, what do you have in mind?
Now, he was hot on the on the DJ scene.
Msashi was a DJ, a music
and a producer.
I keep an album.
I worked with Msashi.
Yes.
I've got 2 songs with Msashi.
Yes. Msashi keep an album that he basically produced.
He did that whole by himself.
By himself.
Selling from the boot of his car.
Selling from the boot of
That's
his
when
car.
That's the movement, bro. Exactly. We were there.
We were all there.
We were there.
We were there.
With our ex and everyone.
100%.
Talk to me, bro.
So he was like, dude, Sonke Sabala, we're all from this area.
Yeah.
You've got your own hustle, I've got my own hustle. How can we
hustle together?
How can we merge these hustles? Mm-hmm. So Msashi was like, I'm releasing an album.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna sponsor you then.
And I'm gonna promote it.
I'm gonna sponsor you.
Dude.
Every event that I was doing, because I was doing my event.
I saw the banners, I saw the stuff that the movement was huge.
The movement was big.
It was huge.
It was
you guys were doing things.
At some point.
And Dalalana, by the way, and when no one was taking things seriously.
At some point it got so crazy that my neighbors complained.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you, I had literally about maybe 5,000 people.
In your yard.
In my yard.
Get out of here.
Every single.
Wait a second, I might have been a part of that. Listen. No. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah. I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
On that day, I'm not even sure if we're talking about the same thing. You correct me. There was supposed to be a launch.
Yes.
There was supposed to be a launch of Msashi's album.
Yeah.
It was going to be held in a house somewhere, La Papezudo, on the main road.
Yeah.
I got to that gig.
Yeah.
I was supposed to perform because it was one of the second promotions that he was doing. I'm not even certain. But when I got there, at the time I was still using the bottle, so I had something to drink. And when I had something to drink, because I was broke and I wanted something that's gonna take the nerves away.
Yeah.
So I hit 1, 2, just to make sure that give revved up, you know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my time to start.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
While I'm sitting in the car, I'm cold. I start the heater, turn the car on, relax. Yeah. Didn't I sleep?
You fell asleep?
I slept. And everyone was looking for me, not knowing what's in happy. Because I left and all of a sudden there's no one outside. Because there's so many people. It's your story, man. Talk to me. Just bring back memories here.
No, I'm 100% sure you were at one of my gigs.
Yeah.
If it was around in again.
Bro, it was up there somewhere.
It was definitely one of my gigs.
There was a double story house that used to host gigs in a balcony.
Yes.
One of the, I think, DCI was part of that. But tell me your story, man.
I was part of that. So we launched the movement.
Yeah.
I was selling my ice at the events. I was promoting the events. I had promo girls. I had banners. I had.
You were doing Ledenzo Max 10 years after. You were doing it then.
Max at the time was Ikobolonde.
Yeah.
Literally El Silva.
I remember those pictures. I remember when they showed that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing that way before Max started. Way before Yadini became.
I know. Yadini is quite late actually.
It's very late. Yeah. It's very late. You know, so. That's how, my aim was to promote the brand and to sell ice because I had a product.
Yeah.
I had a product that needed to move.
That's sticking to the plan. Never mind the byproduct of ice and the promotions that comes after, but there's some minds there.
Like
that. Mm-hmm.
So I did that for a few years. 2011 I started.
Yeah.
And then 2015, I stopped the business.
Yeah.
I use the word stopped because what happened was, you see, when you start a business like MIS, very early, you have to up your rates every year. So I started from 8 Rand to 10 Rand to 12 Rand to 16 Rand.
Dude.
So what people used to see with the ice market is that in Easter and in December, we move a lot of product.
Oh, of course, because there's high demand.
There's high demand.
Yeah.
So people get into the business, and then they start selling at 6 rand.
Dude.
So my customers will be like, no, but that guy is 6 rand. When are you at 16 rand now?
You're killing us.
You're killing us.
Yeah.
But, like, I've got overheads now. I've grown.
Yeah.
Well,
and the business is hungry.
The business is hungry.
Yeah.
But the business is performing. Yeah, well, I've got overheads now.
Yeah.
I've hired people. I've got cars.
It's a fun and
it's a fun. I hustle. I've got my own machines that I bought for like 60K.
Man,
each.
can you imagine?
Yeah, well, I'm storing here. I'm storing even a harbour now.
I was surprised to price as a person who's doing the.
No, I can't. I can't. That point, I'm thinking to myself, I've grown with this client.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, customer loyalty is going to be his first. But look,
eventually you have got no chains on that person. They can choose to jump. Yeah.
I don't. To understand this in business. You're only as best as your last client or last transaction.
Yeah.
So understand who's in a client in Alo, they've got their own overheads.
Exactly. And there's competition.
There's competition.
Dude.
And I learned that the hard way. And I thought to myself, you know what? I took my clients for granted. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Because
you thought you had them for keeps.
I thought I had them for keeps.
Bro.
But when I buy, look, if I'm getting the same thing at a cheaper price,
why go to the guy
I'm
who's
making
expensive?
more profit now. Why must I stick with the guy that's more expensive? I'm servicing them, it's fine.
Yeah, they were challenging you.
They were challenging you. So the small guys, the small new guys in the ice business actually kicked me out. Not because they were better, but
they were selling the same product.
Cheaper. They were selling the exact same product.
Exactly.
They were cheaper only because they just started.
Dude.
They're going to have the same problem 5 years
Obviously, when they grow, because there's going to be more demand and they'll need to grow up their capacity as well. But those are just some of the challenges that you had. Yes. I know, Wuti, when you are dealing with trying to develop a brand or a company, good number of challenges that will always pop up, and obviously you cannot stop all of them. People are going to judge, people are going to discourage, and people are going to tell you that what you're doing is not going to send you anyway, because it's actually worse because it's when the color date, but that's very same color, my skin, my same shade, same everything. Who just don't believe when umuntu oseceleni ofana naye can actually do something like that. And they're very good at that. They'll support you and they'll feed into the idea. When you do something as a hustler, I'll look at you and be like,
Yeah, sure.
And we bring each other down like that,
And maybe promote it if you can.
Yeah.
And support if you can.
Of course.
I've had a lot of support, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of support from friends, I've had a lot of support from family, financial, emotional. I suffer from anxiety.
Okay.
My anxiety is because I want to make it so badly. I failed in business. This is what people must understand.
Yeah.
Failing in business is not bad.
Yeah.
Because
you need to fail. You need to. Yeah. Exactly.
So you need to fail so that once would say, okay, where did I go wrong? Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Don't do them again.
Exactly. It's simple.
If you're gonna keep on doing the same thing over and over again,
you're not growing.
You're not growing.
Yeah, man.
So I learned from my mistakes. I didn't take my clients for granted anymore.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, right now at this stage in my life, I can't go back to the same business I was doing.
That's correct.
So I failed forward and I said, what other industry can I get into?
This is Dalmede starting to grow now.
Dalmede starting to grow now.
Lovely stuff.
The umbrella company is still there.
That's right.
But now I'm opening up these little companies that are gonna do these. I wouldn't say little businesses because
those businesses end up becoming huge.
I'm growing.
That's correct.
I'm growing.
You're making a success of it.
I'm trying to.
Man.
I'm trying to. So, there was a brief stint in my life when I learned how to do a CV.
Yeah.
And I
this is you going CV. Back to Funum Savings again.
This is me going to Funum Savings. I'd never looked for a job before.
Yeah.
My first job was at 26 years old.
Dude.
I worked for, maybe I can't say the name, but I worked for a glass company.
Yeah.
A very big glass company.
Yeah.
And because of the type of person and drive that I have, the passion that I have, and the work ethic, I got there as a PA.
All right. So you already had that's already a nice position.
Well, Not if you're the runner.
Especially when you know the hustle.
Look at me, my guy. I'm a big guy.
So you don't want to run around like that.
I didn't want to run around.
Yeah.
But like anything else, start from the bottom.
Yeah.
So I started as a PA. Mm-hmm. From being a PA, I was promoted to being a production supervisor.
That's still you making a success of every situation you encounter.
100%. From being a production supervisor, I was made into a production coordinator.
Wow.
And then I was made into a projects coordinator.
Oh boy!
You see, when you go to Mhlanga, there's a bunch of hotels.
Of course.
Your KPMG buildings, that new F&B building. Mm-hmm. I was part of that project.
Get out of here! The construction of it.
Yes.
Wow, bro.
Your Regal Inn in town, the new hotel.
That's a lot of work that you did.
Yeah, we were actually supplying the glass there, so not necessarily.
Oh, like you did say, you were working for a glass production company.
Glass production
manufacturing.
Company.
Yeah.
So not your small nyana. Well, we did
not the small domestic.
Not your small domestic. We did them for the change.
Yeah.
But we were doing more
corporate and big.
No, we were very big.
Must have been.
No, we were very big.
So you did the gig of being being a worker, being an
employee? No, I did.
Yeah.
And I worked up the ladder. I mean, from being a PA, I went up to being a projects coordinator.
Dude.
I worked so closely with the projects director.
That's right.
That most people thought I was the manager.
And the fact that if you actually had stuck around any longer, eventually you would have gotten there because clearly you were climbing.
I was climbing.
Yeah.
I was climbing. I mean, I was maybe 2 notches away from being a manager.
Yeah.
But then I resigned.
Yeah. What's the cause of this now?
I couldn't handle people telling me when to come to work, when to go to lunch, when to leave.
Let me tell you, when I did business, because I ended up going back to working and being employed.
Yeah.
But there was something burning me, and it burns me even today.
Yeah.
You know, Msomi, and you've tasted what the outside feels like.
Yes.
You feel like the walls are closed again.
Owning your own time. There's nothing better than that.
I want to wake up and start by having breakfast at a restaurant, then do the running. Msomi, they say no. We want you in at 7:30.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell you when you can have tea at 9:30. And now you are full until 1 o'clock, and then you're only going to get hungry at 1 o'clock. We are telling you that.
We are telling you that.
Yeah. And if you're not hungry, it's not our problem. But at 2 o'clock, we want you back on the desk.
Yeah.
So it gets frustrating.
100%.
You couldn't take it and you fell out.
No, I couldn't take it and I fell out. But listen to the story.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I resigned in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I left. I tried other things.
Yeah.
And they didn't work out. Mm-hmm. I fell on my face.
Man.
My king, I fell on my face.
Yeah.
There was a point where...
Yo, Baba.
There was a point where I was so broke that I couldn't buy diapers for my daughter.
Yeah.
And because my daughter didn't have diapers, that's when she actually stopped using diapers because they weren't diapers. Yeah. And then I remember this one time, specifically this one time.
Yeah.
We'd had umcimbi ekhaya and wasala amabhodlela a beer. So there were 2 crates there.
Yeah.
Galasha my crates in the car and I went to our local liquor store and I sold those crates to them and they gave me 40 rand.
Uzothi am empty.
Yes, am empty.
Yeah.
You don't understand how happy I was to have 40 rand.
Oh, bro.
That was the only money I'd had.
You're broke.
I'm broke.
Yo.
Broke is an understatement.
Yeah.
Khuzukile.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
Or 20 rand about.
What I know at least.
Yeah. I can't do anything with them as in petrol and whatever. I'll buy a like a sink, I'll buy and would say, I did that. That's my contribution to this house. Now listen to this.
But still, you're hungry for more. You need to do more.
Now listen to this. The same corporate company that I left called me back.
They want you back.
They want me back.
Wow.
This was in 2018.
And it's the perfect time because I'm broke.
I don't have anything, my guy. I'm not loot.
Yeah.
They called me back. So I was like, Ish, yeah.
I'm coming. Yeah.
I worked there for a year. I did what I do best, man. I worked.
Yeah.
I worked. Now I was in a position of being a sales executive.
Yeah.
So now I'm in sales now.
Yeah.
I've been in sales before, but I've never been deep in sales before.
As you've given this new responsibility.
100%. So I worked. My responsibility at the time was to basically deal with customers, customer retention, and customer acquisition.
Right.
So keep who's there, get somebody new.
Yeah.
Understand? So I did that for a while,
yeah.
and then I got tired of it again.
Very, you're not supposed to be here. It's the situation that put you back.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But now I'm smarter now. What I'm doing is I'm doing my side hustles.
Wow.
I'm working.
That's correct.
Yeah, bro. So I built up this reputation of being able to do or to finance abantu with vehicles.
Yeah.
So I built a relationship with my banking.
You're already playing in the scene of sales.
I'm playing in the sales. I'm like, okay.
Destiny will always call you to
100%. I'm like, I'm selling glass.
Yeah.
What else can I sell?
I'm selling here.
And
it's happening.
Yes.
So
I learned vehicle finance myself.
Yeah.
I started calling banks and finding out what do you do.
What does a person need?
What does a person need?
Yeah.
I didn't even know what scoring was. You know, so I learned.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, scoring. What is a good score?
Yeah.
A good score is 600, 700.
For a person to even qualify.
Yes.
Yeah.
An excellent score is 800.
That's right.
A low score, 500 and lower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
You love numbers because you even did Forex for one time in your life.
I'm still doing Forex, but I'm trading myself.
Okay.
I trade for myself. I do have an academy. I do have guys that I mentor.
But it's nothing that you putting that much focus on.
No. Whatever money I make from my other businesses, I plow into my.
It's personal kind of.
It's personal.
Right.
I trade for myself. If I lose money, I lose money.
Right.
If I make money, I make money.
So now you're selling cars. You're working for a glass company. You have a good position in this glass company, whatever. But you still don't care.
Yeah.
I'm selling cars now.
Right. But I'm employed. Now the problem is I'm getting personal calls.
Right.
Because they're for this business.
During work time.
And sometimes I'm making those personal calls on the company's phone.
So you're dabbling between the two.
Yes. Now something's got to give.
Of course.
Now the problem is, in order for me to market this business, I have to post on social media.
And that's what the hell are you gonna do now? Yeah.
I didn't know, or I'd forgotten. I've got them on my socials.
Of course.
And on Monday, I deliver car on Friday. Monday was also congratulations.
We saw the same day.
I'm like, for what?
Guys, no, that's personal. You're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, well, so then I was like, okay, this maybe it's gonna.
It's gonna burn you at the end.
So I stuck it out for a while at the same company.
Yeah.
And then I resigned again. So
I'm sure they were surprised now because they were not expecting that.
No, they were.
Oh, is it? Oh, because they saw.
They saw.
What's the focus I say?
I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
I give 100 in everything.
Yeah.
But once there's something in Yibona, I would say it's gonna make me more.
The effort I started as initial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my book would okay. When I'm employed, I earn once a month. But with this car thing, I can earn per sale.
And sales are limitless.
Bro,
that's the one thing that kills me every single time I look at 365 days in a calendar. I'm like, wait a second. It is actually 365 days in a year. And a person who's employed goes to Iwindi 12 times.
100%.
The hell is that, bro?
100%.
How the hell are you supposed to live? 365.
And you earning only once a month.
I'm embarrassed.
No, look.
It's crazy.
Look.
It is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it works for some people.
Well, I guess.
It works for some people. Understand this. Employment is not bad. You can do a lot. You can build a home. You can buy a home.
It's safe.
It's safe.
I think it's safe because it you know the ceiling is right here and if I can further my studies or maybe get a better employment, I'm still gonna go here, but there's still a ceiling. With sales, with business, with what you do, you can. Sky's the limit, right?
Well, I understand with sales it's commission based. So at my corporate, I was working, I was getting a salary
and commission,
but not all the time. So my commission was my salary was guaranteed.
Basic.
My commission wasn't.
It depended on the sale.
Depending on the sale. Right. My target was $1 million a month.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it was $1 million a month.
But it would be easy because you're dealing with it's a huge industry. You're dealing with big classes.
Yeah. So ngala, when I was doing my own thing, I called the shots. So now, even if I'm making less money, but I can make it all the time, every day, per sale.
There we go.
Yeah. So then I started and I said, no, let me go for this thing here.
Yeah.
And I resigned.
That's Shepherd's food.
Yeah.
Well, they saw it coming.
You want to hear the kicker?
Yeah, man.
As soon as I resigned, the company closed down.
Shut up.
Well, because of lockdown.
Of course.
We went into lockdown.
Sales were not coming in.
Sales were not coming in. They reopened in June.
You would have gone down with that ship.
I would have gone down with that ship.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
The calling came at the right time.
And at that time, Noma, we had a little brief stint of the first lockdown.
That's right.
Whereby sales were non-existent.
Because I know the first lockdown was harsh, man.
The first lockdown
there was no movement at all. You stayed at home.
It was from March 26th until June 1st, Baba.
Dude.
There was nothing that we
they're supposed to give you salaries, by the way.
Yabo?
So, Penny mad.
You know, so but what we did after that, when everything opened up, because I was advertising myself, and I'm very active on social media.
You're very.
I've got my Dalmedia also
pages. The pages are doing very well.
No, they will. I try, man.
Yeah, but they're doing well.
I try. I manage everything myself, by the way.
No, because the consistency that you've always shown in whatever it is that you do, I don't think you're a failure at all. You don't. You refuse to fail because
I like that.
To make that, bro.
I like that.
Selling ice.
Yeah.
You try that now and see if people are gonna buy that. You did it 10 years ago.
I did it, very long time ago.
You left corporates where you had nice positions. You said that screw this, I'm gonna try to do something else, and you did it. You said that no ways, I'm not cut up for this. That doesn't matter anymore because you ran back to doing what you loved.
100%.
So now you're selling cars.
I'm selling cars.
This is the meat of today's session. This is episode 16, and this is exactly what the people at home want to find out.
Yes.
You can help a person if their name and credit scoring is low or if they're blacklisted. There's a chance that you can. I don't want us to go into your secrets because obviously that's how you deal.
Yeah.
But you are able to help people in that sense.
Correct.
How?
I'm not gonna tell you the how.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what I need.
Yeah.
And which people I deal with.
That's right.
Like you said, low credit scoring.
Of course.
Anything under 500, I can help. But you must earn. You must be at a certain.
You must qualify.
You must qualify. I mean, what I do with my clients, I sit them down and I do an interview. I have an interview with them.
Right.
And I do a checklist.
This is prior filling in any forms.
Any forms.
I want to know if you
forms.
Kind of a thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So I'll sit you down. You have to earn a certain amount of money.
Right.
If you're blacklisted under debt review, you have to have a deposit. You have to have a deposit.
So there's still a chance for you to even get something if you're blacklisted, only if you can get at least a deposit, and it must be a certain measure.
It must be a certain measure.
Right. Obviously, because we're high risk, man.
You're a high risk. You see, that's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
They say, yes, I can do it for you, but I'm not going to do it for you, and I can't do it for you. Like somebody that's actually been keeping their credit scoring and their credit profile clean. So there's certain things that you're going to have to sacrifice.
Of course.
There's certain payments that you're going to have to make.
Yeah.
Deposits. Not necessarily but in order for you to actually get a car.
Right.
There's deposits, and you must earn a certain
notch.
And it's a net salary.
Yeah.
There must be a certain net salary that you must be earning.
We're not gonna worry about the gross because
we can't worry about the gross.
Because right.
But either way I can. And look, any that I do with my client, I think
Yeah.
But I think I treat every client like they are my only client at that
I've seen the selfies that you usually take after those congratulation moments. Some people are happy, man. You can see who's got a fully motor and they were not getting anywhere.
My guy,
they come to you and you're like their savior.
Oh, you can say that.
Trying to be modest, I can see.
That's a big word.
Yeah, okay.
Look, into that I've noticed, abantu abaningi, they need cars for their jobs. I had a lady come to me and say, I'm a shifter pedal.
Right.
Sometimes you puma 10 and I have to take a bus home.
I need a car.
I can drive, I've got a license. I work for Maspala.
They tell me what I don't qualify, that's the end of the story.
Yeah, and look, most salespeople have a lot on their plates.
Okay.
So what they do is, decline. They get the lane, and they move on.
When you go deeper.
I go deeper.
Yeah.
I say, what's the issue? I do a credit report for you. I check it. I say,
the whole
enchilada. So I check everything, open up a file for you, and say, okay, you know what? Let's fix this.
Man.
Yeah, well, if we can't fix it, I'll still get you a car. But if you tell me I don't have a deposit,
it's a different story. Yeah.
No, I say no problem.
I'm
saying it takes longer, but it happens.
Yeah.
I've got clients that I'm working on for 6 months.
Man.
And they know they've got uqobo egameni now. So excuse me. So buyers it's gonna take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
I'm gonna get that car that I want.
Hey,
That's excellent. And obviously, this is just one of the things that you do. I think that's the most important thing that we needed to get. The fact that where you can sort of find a way to work around. People need cars.
People are desperate for cars.
And I don't think who's an adult who's got a life, whether you're employed, like you say, even if it's a car, bro, you need a car, and it doesn't matter. Yeah. You can help a person in that regard.
I can.
That's one of the things that you do, though.
Yes.
There's still more to you to the whole thing called Udalmede Group, because I understand cars is in there. And there's obviously other companies. You did mention there's other things that are supporting us, but it's a group kind of thing.
It's a group kind of thing.
Is it interesting that Arnold is a part of?
Well, currently, let me mention it.
Man.
Currently, there's a project that I'm working on. Project Steny.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are aware of it. I just started it.
Yeah.
It's sort of waste removal.
Yeah.
So that is new for me.
Of course.
I'd never even thought about getting into waste removal ever.
That's you tapping into new grounds and you're not afraid.
And I'm not afraid. Yeah. So I went there and I said, what's going on here? I'm learning the business right now.
Of course.
I'm learning the business. Like I said, I've got the company sorted out.
Yeah.
There are certain certificates that I need to sort out and get, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that now I might need a truck.
Man.
So I was like, okay.
It's becoming huge.
Just like that. So, but now here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not a business that's going to be impacted by lockdown. Why? Because it's waste.
Yeah.
Waste is there.
It accumulates. It accumulates. You're going to work. It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, but so basically what I'm doing.
That's a beautiful one though, right?
I didn't know this.
It's lucrative. I can see, if they can actually give you, I don't know if it's a contract or whatever, maybe it's renewable, I hope it is, but if they can just give you that contract, you can run that for the rest of your life and have it run itself. Because
it can run itself.
Yeah.
Currently, I do have a business partner that's based there.
Making it easy because it's got the eyes, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I only need to go down there maybe once a week, only if she needs me.
Yeah.
It's a female.
It's a win-win, bro.
So she's actually teaching me the job, or the business. We've got a couple of employees.
Yeah.
So.
Bro, you're giving people opportunities, you're employing people, you are making it happen.
You see, currently we've got 4 people, and we've got 7 trucks that are delivering to us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Understand, they're not my trucks. Trucks that are delivering waste.
So these people are subbing, kind of a thing.
People are no. There's people that are working for me to basically sift through the rubbish,
right?
If I may call it that. Right. And then they're taking all the. I'm learning. There's.
But you're learning and you're going as you're practicing.
I'm learning as I'm practicing. I didn't know that. plastic. There's something called HD plastic and something called...
There's grading in it as well.
There's grading in plastic. So all the white plastics for your yogurts
bottles and
gets
stuff
into a separate pile from your plastic
water bottles and stuff.
Exactly. And that's priced differently.
Get out of here.
It's priced differently.
Because of the weight and everything.
You have to get to a certain weight to make a lot of money. But I'm not going to get into nitty-gritty. Of course. But it's something that
it must be fun though. I mean, you're walking on unknown territory and you're making it work.
I'm working with the rubbish and I'm loving it.
Dude! You're the dust man.
Literally.
You're kidding me, bro. Being one of the projects that you're doing in any event, because I know, to be honest with you, there's no limit to how far you want to go when you're in business, especially when things are working in your favor.
Yeah.
What are the prospects of Cebolenkosi moving to the future, moving into tomorrow? Where do you see Dalmeda going as a brand itself now, as a group, as a company? What are your plans for it?
My plans are to grow this business, my guy. I've got a lot of dreams. I've got a vision for this company. The main thing is employment.
That's right.
I want to provide employment for abantu, and not just people. I've got a passion for young boys.
That's right.
In a sense that they are.
And they feel left out. I'll tell you. You're touching on something very sensitive, and I know, Wuti, I've sort of complained about it a lot into about just saying in passing in my everyday experience. Yeah. The boy child seems to be non-existent, and I have no idea why. It's like I'm a boy, and I'm just gonna grow up in this family, and if anything happens, it's gonna be by chance. A girl child is glorified, over glorified sometimes, to the detriment of a boy child, because
100%.
I did not do anything wrong. I think for some odd reason they're trying to balance the scales of what happened back then. The fact that Mr Xulu was not given enough opportunity to have everything that they desire and everything that they deserve. And of course, we're not saying that that's wrong, but don't punish my child now. Don't punish me now, because first of all, I was not even there when those decisions were made.
I wasn't a part of it.
I couldn't imagine Zalwe Manje.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me the same opportunities,
100%.
You say that you're sort of an advocate for that.
I'm a big advocate for that.
You want to bring the poor child out.
I do, my guy. I do. Most of the business, like I mentioned earlier on with the Forex company. Yeah. I've got four guys that I'm actually mentoring right now.
That's right.
So with the other companies, they are involved with them.
Yeah.
In terms of I'm trying to show them that in life you must work.
Of course.
You must work.
Yes,
push. Yeah. But understand what say mina as a footman lako.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because most of them didn't have. Namanje they don't have.
No, listen, this is how you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at this for instance.
Man.
As a black man, ekasi. Tina, we glorify and we want
I've never had an idea it's so cool to be shady. It's cool to do things.
It's not the shady part that's glorified. It's the freedom and
of making money while you're not employed.
100%.
Ooh.
Now,
and I guess that would entice anyone.
Yeah. Most of those are the people that are making money.
And the minute we and there's nothing you can do about it. When are you with your tie going to make 10,000 rand a month to pay everything and be left with 250 and wait another 30 days again? So it's natural for Mudu to be inspired or sort of grow a liking for that kind of lifestyle.
Exactly. So there has to be a shift. There has to be a shift in the boy child.
Yeah.
You would say, no, this is not into that I want to get into.
Yeah.
I want to get into being my own boss. Yeah. But in something legit.
Exactly. The proper way.
The proper way.
Yeah.
Build a company. Have employees.
Make that paper.
My guy. Hustle.
Exactly.
That's within the limits of the law.
Exactly. And that benefits you while you're not doing anything wrong. Exactly. You're living a soft life. That is not
I think soft life yako is it's because of inyambe zabantu.
And that's not soft at all.
It's not soft at all. It's gonna come back to
it's got pricks waiting for you after that softness 100%. Because everything comes back, and we know that's true.
100%, my guy. 100%.
Bro.
So as much as I want to build this company, I can tell you anything and everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
But my main goal is to provide employment
a good success
and security for the boy child.
Man.
I'm not saying I'm not going to advocate for abantu besifazane or young girls, because they also need the guidance.
Of course.
Well, they do. They 100% need the guidance. But understand this: most of our problems in South Africa are coming from us men.
Exactly.
So we need to teach our young boys first.
So that they know how to grow up to be a better man.
They need to grow up to be better men, and they need to see better men. I'm not saying I'm a better man or
but you've seen the difference between the good and the bad.
I've seen the difference between good and bad. I've seen what being mentored can do.
How it can save your life.
How it can save your life. I've seen when you see somebody that's making it, or somebody that's even trying.
That's correct.
A man, a father figure.
That's right.
That's trying, and you say, I want to be like that.
Inspiring.
It's inspiring.
Exactly.
I was inspired by it. I can tell you a lot of people that I'm inspired by.
Man.
Whether they're online or whether it's people in my life.
But you always follow a certain person who does something that is positive and you can look up to.
100%.
Bro.
100%. I mean, look. We have to look up to somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro?
There must be a reference point.
There must be a reference point.
Yeah.
What do you want in life?
Yeah.
So you're like, no. I want
and
to
whether
be
you like the nice things, because you even went and created a page where you post your favorite cars, exotic cars, luxury salons, and I'm lucky, but Lona is into the nice things. But obviously that is all part of you, because if you were not hungry for into you wouldn't be working as hard as you are.
You see, my guy, I have to make it because I am expensive.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I'm rich.
The taste that you want to maintain.
I've got a certain taste that most
You're
people
a cigar
don't
lover,
have.
man. Come on, that's one obvious thing right there.
I'm a cigar lover.
Yeah.
I love cigars.
Yeah.
I love my cognac.
Exactly.
I love my chilled music. I love my own time.
Exactly.
If you know this about me, I'm the type of person that go into a restaurant, order myself a nice steak,
and take a selfie. Because I saw that. There's a nice T-bone that you took in front of.
There's a nice T-bone that I took.
Man, I'm thinking about it right now.
I'll have my steak.
Yeah.
I'll have my cognac.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I'll chill. I'll have my cigar. I'll leave or go home.
That's Arnold.
That's me. That after a long day, after a lot of...
You treat yourself.
I treat myself.
And you work too hard, man. You need to.
Umzimba sebenzayo please.
Man, Shamul. Otherwise, you're for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah,
for no reason. So, look, that's me. You love me, you hate me. End of the day, I'm still doing me. I'm still getting paid.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm still getting paid.
Whether you're part of the circle or not.
Whether you're part of the movement or not. Whether you was on Bega or
it was on closing time.
It was on closing time. Of course.
And trust me, we do love you, bro. without even going any further, because I usually keep it under 30 minutes. I know this has gone way beyond, and I appreciate that. The conversation is absolutely just fluid and beautiful.
100%.
But to come to a closing, where we sort of find a way to get connected with you, because I know most people definitely want to be assisted with this thing of you being able to go further in assisting them to acquire e-finance for vehicles and anything for that matter. You're just a businessman. You're full of that, and you're all inspirational as well. How do people get through to you on social links? Which pages do you use, and how do people get through to you? Give us your email address, maybe a number that you use on WhatsApp, because when this podcast goes out, people are going to be waiting to see you. We'll say, hey man, because he's got exactly what we need. How do people get through to you, bro?
All right. Well, my WhatsApp number, firstly, because I'm always on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I try to do the business WhatsApp and the personal WhatsApp. Sometimes it just doesn't
confuses me. I didn't even start with that.
It confuses me as well.
I'm stuck using the old one.
Sure.
Yeah, because the other one was to send a message. Some message comes back and says, business is closed. I'm not closed.
You're not
I'm
closed.
still working here.
You know?
A hustle never sleeps.
Not at all, my guy. Not at all.
Give us your number.
So on WhatsApp, you can get a hold of me on 074 430 2524. WhatsApp only.
Right.
If you want to give me a call, you can call me on 081
You're right.
581 9674.
Right.
All right.
And social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. On Facebook, I am Cebolenkosi Xulu. I do have a personal blog as well.
Right.
That's called just Cebolenkosi Xulu.
That's correct.
Right. That's on Facebook. If you want my business accounts, you've got Dalmete_Otto.
That's correct.
Right. And then you've got the other one, Dalmete_Forex_Academy.
Beautiful stuff. It's Ladiman, Jalida.
No, it's Ladiman.
Exactly.
That's my Facebook. On my Instagram, I am ice_Kehlezi_Ulu.
Bravo.
Right, that's my personal one, and then you'll find my business page.
Yeah.
It is Dalmete_Otto. That's for the Otto company, of course. And then Forex one, same. It's gonna be Dalmete_Forex_Academy.
You sorted yourself. You got everything laid out, and it's easy to get through to you because you're on every single platform.
I'm on every single platform.
Yeah.
You might see me sharing my business pages on my personal page.
Yeah.
Look, it's all me. It's all me. It's just that
it all comes back to one person.
It all comes back to one person, you know.
Yeah.
That's me, my guy. That's me, my guy. So you can get a hold of me there. If you wanna email me, because I take documents.
Of course. So you might need to have something sent through to you.
No, always, all the time.
Actually, you do.
All the time. So my email there is dalmetekas@gmail.com.
That's correct.
That's my email address. Anybody can send through their documents, inquiries, etc., and I reply.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That is absolutely it. But thank you so much. I just want to tell you, that's Cebolenkosi Xulu of Dalmete Auto Group. And he's got everything else that falls in under there as you would listen. Actually, he laid it out so beautifully on the podcast. So when you go to the end credits, you'll also be able to find out exactly how you get through to him. But I know for a fact that if you want to send him a WhatsApp, and if you have anything that you want to ask him, of course, maybe you're looking for a vehicle, and some banks have turned you down, and you have no idea how to get your vehicle or yourself in a vehicle, here's the guy that will definitely be able to help you. His WhatsApp number, 0744302524. That is 074-430-2524. Or you can give him a phone call as well on 081-581-9674. He'll be able to assist you right there. And I'm talking about Mr. Xulu, his guest for today. That's episode 16. It's very simple. Now, do remember to hit that subscribe button. It's right there on the screen, on the left-hand side of the screen, and press the like button. And even if you do share as well, we really do appreciate that. It is Oscar Msomi, and we're signing out. Thanks again for the done.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, King. Shot. And cut.
That was amazing.
Dude, that was great. It was effortless.
It was, right?
Yeah. That is an hour.
Are you serious?